Hiya. I warn you, it's a little bit noisy in my house right now. Um, so there's probably likelihoods of interruption, and you might be able to hear my kids in the background chatting. But yeah, I will try and get through the video anyway. So this is part 2 of the invisible string activity. So yesterday I read out a story about the invisible string, which was a story about how all of us are connected by an invisible string, even if we can't actually be together. And it's a lovely book. And if you want to take time to listen to that story that I recorded yesterday, please do. And so this is an activity related to that story. As you can see, I've got lots of different coloured wool here. So you'll need as many balls of wool of different colour or string that you can find, and to lay them out. So I have them all here, and as you can see, I have put them all together, and the ends together, and it's such that if I pull them out, the balls of wool aren't tangled. Okay, so what we're going to make, or what I'm going to show you how to make today, is one of these, which is an invisible string pom-pom. So thinking about these pieces of string as representing the people that you the family and friends that you can't see at the moment because of us all being in lockdown and having to isolate ourselves because of the coronavirus. So each of these coloured strings represent the people that you can't see at the moment. So I'm thinking of, I've got family and friends all over the world actually, in different parts, and I'm also thinking about all of the children that I normally work with and I can't see at the moment. And so this represents all of you and all of my other family and friends. And so I'm going to show you how to make a pom-pom out of this string. So you hold the string in your hand like this, so holding it tight with your thumb so you don't lose the ends, and then wrap them around your hand. What's really important is to keep a space. Don't wrap it too tightly because you need a gap between these two fingers here. Okay, it helps to get somebody else to do this for you. You can always hold your hand out or ask for an adult's hand to borrow, and then you wrap around your hands just like this. So just keep going round and round and round. The more woolen string, see as I'm pulling this up to get it and unravel the balls of wool, the more string you use, the more you wrap round, the bigger your pom-pom will be. So I'm going to attempt, although my wool is a bit tangled, to try and make one the same size as I demonstrated before. Okay, so there we have my hand all wrapped up in wool. So then I'm going to get some scissors, cut the ends like that. So now you've got a hand wrapped up in wool. Okay, now this is the tricky part. This is the bit where you might need some help with. So you can choose, you can either do a piece of every single coloured string, like I did in this one, or you can just choose one piece of string. I'm just going to do one piece of string. It's easier just to do one because then you've only got to get one through. So you've got your 4 fingers. You want your 2 fingers and those 2 fingers separated. So you've got the middle. You then put, the aim is to get the string, and I'm actually going to cut a long bit of string off to make it a bit easier. So you've cut a long piece of string, and you're going to want to thread it through between your fingers. I'm trying to do this in a way that you can see. So hard to see where the camera is. Right, okay. So I hope you can see that. You've got to push it through there and then get it through on the other side like that. So basically, can you see it's gone through that way, out the other side. And what I do is just tie a knot. It doesn't have to be incredibly tight at this stage because we'll tighten it in a minute. I use my mouth. You have to do it one-handed. This is why it's good to get somebody to help you. And then do a double knot. And now you can take it off your fingers because it will stay together. Okay, so now it looks like that. Okay, so it's in the middle. Now you're going to want to tighten it. So tie it back round again, tie that middle string back round again. And this time, because you've got two hands, you can do a really nice tight knot. And this bit's really important that you pull it really, really, really tight. There you go. So you can see it's really tight. And that just stops in the future any of them coming loose if you do it really tight. Okay, I'm going to need to put it down on the thing to be able to do a really tight double knot. Put it down on the table. Okay. So I've done a really tight knot. So now it should look like this with your string like that. Okay. So now get the scissors. You see the ends where there are loops in there. So what we want to do is get the scissors right in there, all the way through if possible. If you've got a nice big pair of scissors, but it doesn't matter if you don't, you just cut it bit by bit. But the idea is that you just cut across like that. Okay. And then do the same. Be careful not to cut the piece of string that's hanging down. I do that a lot. I accidentally cut the piece of string. If you do accidentally cut the piece of string, you just tie another one round again. It won't cause it to unravel because you're just cutting the ends off, but it just means you won't otherwise have anything to hang on to. So you can just tie another piece round and then you'll have a dangly piece of string again to hold on to. So doing the other side, do both sides. Okay. Check for any bits that you've missed. So I missed a few hoops that one. And missed a few on that side as well. Okay, so now you can see we've got kind of a pom-pom. It's a bit of a messy one. So now's the tidying up process. So now you're going to want to tidy up and tidying up, you basically is a bit like trimming hair. Just get it up to the ends and give it a good tidy. Now cut any bits that are sticking out. Oh, missed a loop on that one. You just want to go round and tidy it all up. I'm doing quite a quick job. You can spend a bit of extra time on it to make it look particularly a bit tidier and a bit neater. Sometimes some people like them really neat, some people like them a bit more messy. I quite like mine a bit messy and a bit wild, but it is entirely up to you how long you want to spend just trimming it and making it all even all the way around. Hairdressing. Okay, as I said, you can spend longer on it. This one's quite a messy pom-pom, as you can see. This one I spent a bit longer on and is much tidier. Now, these bits at the bottom dangling down, it's really as simple as cutting out a couple of hearts from some paper and then threading it through. So what I'll do is I'll take this one off. So you're going to cut out some hearts, and then to make a hole you fold it one way and then do a snip that way, a little tiny little snip, and then you fold it the other way and do a tiny little snip, and then what you end up with is a little hole there. And then you can thread a string through like this, and then tie a knot in the end, stop it sliding down. Now on these hearts you can write the names of people that you're missing at the moment if you want to, or a little note to them, and there. So there you go, and you can put as many as you want on there. So when you're putting your string on, the string that goes around the middle, I forgot to mention, just to make sure you've got leave like a, so you've got 2 string bits dangling down, so it leaves one for you to hang on to and the other one to hang down your hearts on. So there you have it. Here's one I made earlier. So this one should end up kind of looking like this. And as I said, you can write on here if you want to, any messages for anybody, or any names of people that you're missing at the moment. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Good luck with your pom-pom making. Making pom-poms is always fun anyway, whether you want it to be like an invisible string pom-pom or not. So everybody have a lovely weekend and stay safe, and I'll post another video on Monday.